Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am David Squeezaniki, and we are here for yet another edition of Cruising with the Case Handler. And of course, we're here waiting for Mr. Handler, our top attorney here. He is ready to cook, he's ready to go, he's ready to rock and roll. And ladies and gentlemen, uh, just want to say a pleasant good morning to Mr. Zenmar Kelly, also himself. All right. So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, got to remind you that this show is all about personal injury. This show is about, of course, a lot of people out there who needs to understand that when you do get hurt in an accident, you do have a recourse, and that recourse, ladies and gentlemen, um, happens to be Mr. Adam Handler, the top personal injury attorney. If you do get hurt, especially in New York and New Jersey, well, in New York and New Jersey, he's the man. And everyone understands that. Everyone knows that. There is no other attorney like him on this station, off the station, in the nation. And that's the reason why we mess with Mr. Adam Handler. Adam, what's up, man?
What's going on, man? I was just trying to figure out if my microphone's plugged in, but I guess it is. It's good to see you, man.
It's good to be here.
Yeah. So I don't usually see that background. Usually it's not cabinets. It's usually a white wall or some kind of blue water. Good for you, man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. My name is Adam Handler. Of course, I am your case handler. I'm a personal injury attorney, a partner of Pollock, Isaac, and DeSico. And I've been broadcasting on this radio station for nearly 17 years. Since September of 2005, Squeeze and I, one way or another, have been letting you all know who I am, what I do, and how I do it. And the most important message I can give you right now during this show and during every show we do is that we're here for you when, God forbid, you need us the most. When you've been involved in an accident, whether it's a car accident, pedestrian accident, trip and fall, slip and fall, medical malpractice, whatever it is, if you've been hurt through the fault of somebody else, you are entitled to money under the law, regardless of who you are, what you're doing here, what your immigration status is. Doesn't make a difference. We will fight for you like family. I've done that for thousands of you, having obtained over $135 million. And as Squeeze said, I am widely recognized as the most celebrated attorney on this radio station, and with good reason, because we treat our clients like family. And when you can do excellent work and make your clients feel comfortable in the process, that is a job well done, Squeeze. So thanks for having me on. Thank you for your endorsement. And I can't wait to talk about this week's True Life success story. You're on mute, brother.
All righty then. See? I'm telling you, broadcaster, technical guy, everything. That's what.
Yeah, listen, we're teammates. We got to pick each other up, right?
There you go. That's what it is. But I'm so ready to hear more about the true life success story for the show today, Mr. Adam Handler, Mr. Personal Injury Attorney, Mr. Accident Attorney. I'm quite sure you heard all of it. People have called you so many different names. How you feel about that, man? Being called so many different names.
Well, as long as they're like good names and not like, curse words, then I'm usually pretty good at it. I've been called a lot worse than the case handler or the shark or the beast or the hot stepper. And, I just try to do good work, Squeeze. I'm trying to load up this true life success story as we go, but it's not loading right now, unfortunately. But I do try to, treat people right, the way that I would expect to be treated if, God forbid, I was in an accident. And in this particular case, this week's Testimonial Tuesday, a situation in which I would expect my parents to be treated. This case that we're about to highlight is for two individuals that are my parents' age, maybe a little bit younger. But I remember they came to me a couple of years back, involved in an accident. He had been listening to me on the radio for so many years. He was listening to me when I was doing the show with you. He was listening to me when I was doing the show with the Irie Jam team. Been following me my entire legal career. And for him, it was a natural decision to use me as his attorney when he was unfortunately in that terrible situation. So without further ado, Squeeze, if you don't mind, I'd like to share my screen and share that story.
Absolutely, my brother. Let's do it, man. Let's see what this is all about, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I see a SUV on the screen here at thecasehandler.com. Make sure you follow him on Instagram too. The Case Handler, also on Facebook, the same name. We're actually popping up a picture of a Is that a Nissan?
Yeah, it's an Xterra, red Nissan Xterra. And for those of you listening on the radio right now, 93.5 FM, of course, as I thank you every day, I thank you again today. I love you for it. Go one step further. Check out the Case Handler on Facebook. Check out the Case Handler on Instagram, because you'll be connected to my practice. You'll see for yourself these true life success stories that we post every week. We do a great job, or should I say, my marketing coordinator, Ruthie, does a great job in bringing these cases back to life. These are cases that I've worked on for quite some time. And then she takes all the evidence that I've accumulated during the course of the case and kind of puts it together very impressively, I should add, to highlight the true life success story. And for those of you watching right now on Facebook or Instagram, you'll see a red SUV, but what you won't see is a lot of damage. And there was not a lot of damage to the rear of this vehicle. There was a lot of damage to the front of the defendant's vehicle. It was a rear end accident. But Geico's biggest issue in this case, and I think maybe on another show we can talk a little bit more about, the way they negotiate. They had a big problem with paying big money on this case because there wasn't a lot of damage to our client's vehicle. And they made the argument, well, if there wasn't a lot of damage to the vehicle, how can there be a lot of damage to the occupants of the vehicle? And I've dealt with that at trial before, Squeeze. And I've asked juries, I said, that's a big problem for me when I have to go for big money and I'm showing a car that looks, that has the amount of damage that you would get if you kicked it, And right. I say to them, we've all driven past major accidents, right? I'm sure everybody driving right now or listening has one time or another driven past a car wreck on the side of the road where the car is just mangled. And you wonder, how can anybody get out of that alive? And there's a lot of times that people come out of those accidents without even a scratch. Right. So if you can come out of a major accident with a scratch, without a scratch, isn't it possible that you can get into a minor accident with serious injuries? And of course, when you're older and maybe your bones are a little more brittle and maybe your muscles are not what they used to be, the injuries can be more significant. And that's something we had to prove. And that's something we did prove, that because of their age, they were more susceptible to injury. And that's why they had these injuries. And Squeeze, the good news is that for the lack of damage and the lack of serious offers from Geico, look what we were able to do for them.
Oh my God. Well, let me ask you something, Adam. Let me do the same thing. Where's the damage of this vehicle?
Yeah. You really can't see it. I mean, it's to the right of the license plate. You can see, in this area right here, it's a little dented in. But
$175,000.
$175,000. Yes, Squeeze. And if you wouldn't mind reading that quote for me, that would make my morning.
Oh my God. Okay, it says here, my husband and I rarely had to call for updates since Adam would call or text us with updates quite often. Sandy and Ralston would also check in on us and sometimes just ask us how we were feeling, which we really appreciated. That tells us that they care and are doing everything they can do for us. The result was way more rather than we expected. We're very happy with the outcome. Sonia and Lindbergh from the Bronx, New York. So $175,000.
They had a joint settlement. They were both injured. It didn't really matter who got what because they all share their money. But $175,000. Wow. The initial offer on this case, okay, Squeeze, was $15,000 for Lindbergh and $30,000 for Sonia, $45,000. And next show, I'll show the letters from Geico offering that. And that's their final offer. They're not going to pay a dime more on this. But we kept fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting. $175,000 for this wonderful couple who really, they came here a couple weeks ago to pick up their check. They didn't want to show a picture, but they were so appreciative. And really, like I said earlier, they're a little younger than my parents, and I treated them like they were my parents. And not a holiday would go by that we wouldn't text message each other, wishing each other well. And Squeeze, I got to play this audio clip that they did agree that I could play.
And you want to know what? Before you do that, let's give out the number because we haven't given out the number yet. Ladies and gentlemen, you're in tune to Cruising with a Case Handler, a personal injury show with the top and the most powerful personal injury attorney in the United States. His number is 844-774-3529. Let me give it a number slowly. 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. Play away, Adam.
So we're here today at Adam Handler office to collect our settlement. And I must tell you that we are very pleased for the work that he and his crew did. I would definitely recommend this lawyer to anyone out there who has an accident. I really didn't have to call Adam to ask much question because he's always texting me or calling me to give an update on my case. So I'm very, very pleased today. I'm here with my husband and I'm telling you, we're going home very happy. So if you're out there and you ever got into an accident, the first person you call is Adam Handler.
And
Wow.
Squeeze, I mean, what a great
I wish the text would call me more.
I know you. I know you do. But listen. They are your family in one way, but you're not my responsibility. They're my responsibility, and when my clients are my responsibility, they know that they're going to get 110% from me. And that message is really, what it's all about, Squeeze. And I thank you every day for your endorsement, and I've thanked all those DJs on this radio station for their endorsement over the years. But I truly, from the bottom of my heart, believe that the best endorsement are those individuals that never expected in a million years that they get into an accident, even if it was a minor fender bender like this one, but then somehow needed my help. So Squeeze, I'm grateful that you give me the opportunity. Oh, look how good Ruthie is. She put the copies of the letters here. Oh, I love you. Look at this. Wow. You can see this, Squeeze. This is the letter from Geico saying 30 grand for Sonia. Here's the letter from Geico saying 15 grand for the other. Amazing, Ruthie. Unbelievable. Making me look good.
Well, and we're able to get $130,000 more on top of that.
Yeah, we did. Well, you're so good. You're able to calculate that quickly. But yeah, good for you, man. Yeah, listen, ladies and gentlemen, results are all that matter. I can't say it, but Squeeze will say it. If you want the best possible attorney fighting for you and your family, I highly suggest that you take this number down. I will not let you down, Squeeze. I will not let you down, 93.5 FM community. I am often imitated and never duplicated. There is one case handler and one case handler only. Please allow me the honor of representing you for your one and only shot at financial justice. There are no redos, Squeeze. You got to get it right the first time. And I highly, highly, highly suggest that you consider my legal services when you're looking to get it right that first time.
844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. One of the most powerful numbers that you will ever get off of this radio station, 93.5. or even the internet, social media, and beyond. Once again, his name is Adam Handler. We call him the case handler, the top personal injury attorney for the community. Make the call, 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. Have an amazing day, my people.